New York City restaurants with proper permits can start building their new outdoor dining setups today, but they're going to look a little different than before under new rules from the city.
All right, Fox 5's Richard G. Kovis is live in the Upper West Side with a closer look at how restaurant owners are getting ready. Richard, what's the latest?
Steve and Todd, you may have noticed all across the city over these past 5 months, we've had a lot more parking spots, but some of those may be about to go away because as of today, those brand new roadway cafes are given the green light for whoever has a permit for them to be built. Starting April 1st is when outdoor dining can commence. But with all the red tape and the hassle surrounding getting permits for these new structures, some restaurant owners say it's not worth the hassle. It was a pretty quiet lunch crowd afternoon, at least outdoors, at Carmine's on the Upper West Side. But hopefully within a few weeks, customers will pack the Sidewalk Cafe. And in place of all these parking spots, a brand new state-of-the-art roadway cafe for outdoor dining.
I don't know why the rules changed. I thought it was a 4-year experiment that worked out really well.
Jeff Bank is the CEO of restaurant group A La Carte, which owns Carmine's. Outdoor dining was a lifeline for Carmine's and thousands of other restaurants across the city during COVID. But the shed that once stood outside his restaurant for the past 5 years was forced to be torn down last year after the city's DOT announced new rules, which meant brand new structures and lots of money out of pocket.
The new rules are making them a little smaller. They have to be portable, be taken down and bring up, which I don't know why, because for 4 years they were up and there really wasn't a problem. So I don't know why I'm going to have to take it down in November and put it back in April, and that's going to add a tremendous expense.
Beginning April 1st, restaurateurs can serve in their new removable cafes, but those cafes have restrictions from how far they have to be from a crosswalk or a fire hydrant, what kind of material used for the roof, and specific hygiene rules.
Our clients are very excited because of our branding capability and the fact that we're going to be able to bring them more space than anybody else can.
Ryan Taylor is the co-founder of Street Seats, a new company that designs DOT-compliant roadway cafes for New York City restaurants. So far, 16 of them have purchased at least one of their $20,000 structures.
They tell me how big they want it, what they want it to look like. I do it, I deliver it, I install it, I uninstall it in the winter, and I store it, full service. The
problem, though, is that there are plenty of restaurants that have not been approved for these cafes. Andrew Ritchie from the New York City Hospitality Alliance says it's simply because the DOT is backlogged.
But we're also urging the city to go back and make some reforms to make sure more restaurants apply and can get approved in a fast manner. You know, this whole program is supposed to cut the red tape, reduce.
Cutting the red tape is tough for these restaurateurs. The other tough thing that Ritchie says is that once you get the permit for the outdoor dining shed, you also need to serve, or you want to serve if you have a restaurant, alcohol to your customers. That's a different permit through the State Liquor Authority, and there's been problems getting those permits reportedly too. So a lot of confusion, and it'll take some time, they think, before everything gets up and running, at least for outdoor dining. Steve, Natasha.
All right, Richard, and these new sheds are supposed to help keep away rats, which we know is a huge ongoing issue. How does that exactly work?
Well, everybody wants to get rid of rats. You don't want to dine with Gus while you're sitting out here. So what the city has decided to do is with these new dining sheds, is they put removable floors in them. You know, in the old structures, you had the wood floor. So now you can remove the floors every night, clean underneath, no more rat burrows, at least in those structures. I don't know about anywhere else.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The
It's worth a shot.
Ratatouille rats keep,
Yeah,
though.
exactly. Good chef.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Thanks, Richard.